Well, good morning from Barter Lake. It is 6:20 a.m. on Saturday, September 4th. I slept like a rock last night. I feel so good this morning. I woke up at exactly 6:15, which is like unheard of for me. I always wake up at either 4 or 5 to go to the bathroom, so I was really happy. I was so comfortable, I thought I was at home in bed. Beautiful sky coming up here, a little bit pinky and reddish. Keep an eye on it while I'm getting ready, packing up my stuff. Beautiful sky this morning. I'm gonna be late this morning leaving for sure, because I've been out here watching this and I don't want to miss it. Best part of my day out here, hands down, putting on these cold, soaking wet socks every morning. They save my feet every day. Trying to get these on in the morning when they're wet and cold. Whoa, worst. Well, I just had a really rude awakening this morning. It's 7:40. I was just loading up the boat. I have my bug shirt that I wanted to keep out, and I thought, you know what, I could just attach this to the back of the boat. There's a handle there where I have the tow rope and the baler kit and that. So I walked along the rocks here, and I guess I stepped on this part and I slid all the way down. I'm soaked all the way up to the middle of my thighs. I slid down to those rocks. I could not get out of the water. I could not get out of the water. I had to pull the rope on the boat that was holding the boat to the tree to finally make it over to here and then crawl out of the water. My shirt is soaked, like my elbows down and my shirt is soaked. My bug shirt is soaked. I'm soaked. I'm a little bit shaky just because like you can see here where I slid, there's like a little line. I just slid right down. This is just so slippery. Anyways, I'm fine. I'm just a little bit wet. Thankfully, everything in my pockets is in Ziploc bags. So I'm gonna get in the boat now and make my way. After the beautiful sunrise, pre-sunrise this morning, the lake completely fogged over and you can barely see even across it. So it's not a big deal. I've got 4 portages to start with this morning. I got a 400 or a 500, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, something like that to get to Ferguson. So I'm just going to make my way over to the portage. Hopefully I find it somewhere over there. And hopefully I don't fall in the water again in the process of doing that. Holy smokes. Alright, it is 7:45 and the wet me is on my way to the portage out of Barter into No Name Lake. I think the next 2 or 3 lakes that I go in don't have names on them. Alright, it's just about 8 o'clock. My pants are almost dry, my shirt is getting there. I just spotted this piece of trail tape here, so I'm assuming this is where the portage is. Jeff's map says it's a 4:30. Going into Dead Tree Lake, actually, this one does have a name. And FOT map says it's a 500. This is going to be a fun access. I guess if I fall in the water, it's irrelevant at this point. Alright, we begin with the first portage of the day. 430 meters into Dead Tree Lake. Sounds like a beautiful spot. Very steep here at the start. I believe this is one of 6 portages today. And this is the biggest one of the day. Hopefully it's the nicest. Hopefully they're all nice. Holy crap. I just crossed the creek and there's a hill that's like almost vertical. Holy smokes. Look at good times. Oh, the portage came out to this opening. I guess this is Dead Lake, or No More Lake. Okay, gotta go back. Well, after finding the trail to the lookout, I couldn't find the portage. There was a bunch of deadfall, and then I found it. But there's not much of a trail here to follow. If it wasn't for the tape, it would be really hard to find it. Like right now, I'm just like, okay, where? Where does it go? Oh man, I hate it when I can't find the trail. It's the worst feeling ever. X, please. Somebody's just done these not that long ago either. There's another one. What a mess. Alright, where's the next one? Hopefully somebody marked this, because the trail is not, doesn't look like an old trail. I wonder if I go down there. I thought I saw another piece of trail tape over here. Looks like one goes that way, and it looks like a trail goes that way. Oh, I see trail tape. This is so hard to see when you have the canoe in your head. Look at how high up that is. And it's probably just because the tree has grown since it was up there, but it's so high up. I think if it wasn't for these trail markers, I would think that I was in the wrong place. Like, look at this. It doesn't look like there's a trail here at all. Well, somehow I found the trail again. I lost it for a while. Then I realized it went through that field of grass or whatever that is. So I found a trail in there, and now I'm back on the other trail. So I think that first one maybe went that way, and I just didn't think it was right. But lo and behold, there's some more trail tape. I've been walking forever and there's still no lake in sight. But hey, all part of the adventure. There's an X, please. 30 minutes. 30 minutes to do a 430 meter portage. Should take me less than 10. It's like triple the time. What a ridiculous mess. Sometimes I really, really wish I single carried, so I wouldn't have to do that 3 times. Oh man. All right, we're here. I found a way easier way back through here. I came out over there where that deadish tree is, and I just walked all the way through here. You can see a very faint trail. First I thought it was an animal trail, but somebody put an axe blaze right there. So you can see it all the way across. And the next one, there's like a clear piece of trail tape over there where you go in. So let's see how much or how less time this takes. I don't know where I'm coming out here. I gotta keep an eye on it so I know to turn back here. See, there's trail tape up there. So steep hill again. You can see where people have made steps into the... I hope when I follow this other trail... Oh yeah, okay, I remember this. Perfect. I remember this part. I remember coming out to this. So, alright. Almost back at the boat, I think. go down a really steep hill. Holy smokes. Oh, it's 10 to 9. I found the canoe. Wow. Look at me go. That is one crazy maze of a portage. Holy smokes. I hope I can find my way with the canoe. I think I can, but we'll see. Took me 15 minutes to walk back, so not as bad as the 30 minutes getting there, but it might be different with the canoe. It's 9:15. I just made it to Dead Tree Lake with the canoe. It was much better than with the pack. It took me just over 20 minutes. I had to put the canoe down twice to kind of figure out where to go, but otherwise it was much easier knowing the route. This is why I always say when you come to Temagami, you got to plan extra time. This was a 430 meter on Jeff's map, and it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes to do a double carry. That's insane. 400 meters shouldn't take me more than a half an hour. So hopefully the rest of the ones are a little bit easier. I've got like 200s and 300s the rest of the way through to Isbister and then Ferguson. And I was hoping to get to camp early today, but if this keeps up, that's not going to happen. All right, I am on Dead Tree Lake. Supposedly the portage is just right across on the other side and up a little. So, and that one is a 120. I rounded all these up to even numbers of the hundreds because that's how I believe the FOT map is. The portage is literally like right across from the other one. I looked on the map and I'm like, oh, I've already passed it. I just got in the boat and filmed a little bit and then I was already way past it. I think it might be here. Looking for tape though, I don't see any. So maybe not. I have a feeling these trails don't get used very much, and aside from this wonderful person who's gone through and put new axe blazes and new trail tape in, I don't think I would find my way. Portage, where are you? Hello. I think I found it. I don't see any trail tape or anything, but it looks right on the map and it looks like there's a landing here, so hopefully this is it. Well, it's 9:35. I'm still on Dead Tree Lake. That portage I thought was a portage. It wasn't a portage. I looked on the map and it looks like the water is open going to the next lake at the bottom of the lake, so I paddled around there, but that wasn't the case. I thought I could probably get through there. If I don't find the portage, I might try that, but I've come back out to try and find that over here again. Well, once again, way down from where the portage is supposed to be. I believe I have found it. There's a axe blaze on the tree, and it looks like a trail, sort of. So I'm gonna give this a try. All right, this is the 4th spot that I've checked. No trail, no axe blazes. I thought there was one on the tree here, but I think it's just the bark coming off. So I keep looking down further. Jeez. Well, it's 10 to 10. I'm still looking for the portage, but look at this massive tree. Oh, it's beautiful. It must be so old. Holy smokes. Well, it's 5 after 10, and I have spent almost an hour looking for this portage. I was just about to attempt going through at the end of the lake. It looks like there's a small waterway that goes to the other one, and I believe that's here. So I was just about to come and try that. And as I'm coming by, I see, oh, that looks like a trail. And there's some trail tape right in the tree. Holy smokes. Like, are you kidding me? For a 100-meter portage, it's like almost 10 after 10. It's ridiculous. It's just a huge time burglar. Oh my God. I took a small tail off of the trail tape that is underneath in the tree there, and just kind of put it out here. Hopefully people will see it. But according to the map, and I checked the otter tooth and the FOT, both of them say that the portage is like in there. So I don't know. I can't believe I found it, and I can't believe it took me so long to find it. But off we go. After that last trail being so hard to find, and you know, not seeing a trail in the ground where I usually do, even though there were markers and flagging tape and stuff, I was thinking that this one was going to be, you know, similar and kind of hidden and not very visible. Once you get on the trail, like, you know, this is a trail, and it doesn't look anything like any of the, I don't know, 6, 7 places that I got out and checked. But you never know, like, which lake is the lake where they kind of say, okay, I'm not going any further. And none of this is going to be marked, because I've experienced that here. Oh, this is really pretty. I love this. Look at this, gorgeous. It's cool. It's probably a waterfalls when the water's higher. Oh, so pretty. Wow, beautiful. All right, it's 20 after 10. An hour and 5 minutes after completing the last portage. I am done this portage, which I should have been done like an hour ago. Some dark clouds in the sky. It looks almost like it's raining over there. It's not supposed to be any rain until like 8 or 9 o'clock, 7, 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And then it's supposed to rain the rest of the weekend, well, the rest of my trip until Tuesday. So I'm not sure what's happening. My raincoat is accessible. It's always in the top of my pack. I'm gonna launch the canoe down this little hill here and jump in, and I've got a 95-meter portage next, and I don't think it's very far. So I'll get that one done, and at least I'll have half the portages of the day done. I feel like I need to hurry now. I feel like I'm so far behind. Really, really pretty little lake here. Doesn't have a name on the map, but it's very pretty. It's lots of rock everywhere, and it's just really, really nice. I might be wrong, but by the looks of my map, I think I just paddled right through the 95-meter portage. So I think I'm already through it by the looks of the map. I don't know. I'm gonna look for my next portage, which is 185 meter. Well, after only a very short paddle through No Name Lake, I have located the 185 meter, or as I say, 200 meter portage into Isbister, since I skipped the 95 meter. I was sure I saw a piece of trail tape here, but now I don't see it. But I think this is the portage. I'm gonna get out and take a look. Well, for the third time today, the portage is nowhere near where it's supposed to be. I found this one a little easier this time, which is good. The lake isn't as big, I guess. Clearly an axe blaze on the tree there, and clearly a trail going up. So glad I found it. Not in an hour this time, but only 5 or 10 minutes. And off I go into Isbister. All right, here we go. Probably should have checked this out a little better to make sure it really was the trail since it's so far away from where it's supposed to be. But I was so sure. I just grabbed the bag and lost so much time this morning. I don't want to lose anymore, but now I'm like, well, if you go down the wrong trail, you're going to lose a lot more. But yeah, it looks like there's a trail here. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. Pretty sure. Not positive, but pretty sure. I can barely find the trail here. Well, I don't know if that was the right trail or the wrong trail, but I found the lake, so that's a good thing. And it didn't take me the entire day, which is also a good thing. At one point I was walking and I'm like, there's no trail here. It was just gone. And I thought, I looked at the GPS and I'm like, I'm over halfway to the lake, like on the land. So I decided to keep going. And then I looked over to my right and all of a sudden I saw the trail. So I got back on it. It's very faint. So I bent a bunch of branches and stuff so that I could get through. Yeah, maybe it's an older Muskego and there's a newer trail somewhere. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Isbister Lake. I'm gonna go get the canoe and hopefully I find my way through again. And I only have 2 more portages to go to get to Ferguson, where I'm hoping to camp today. The trail markers seem to be more clear coming in the other direction. I've seen lots of axe blazes on my way back so far, but I didn't see very many on my way through. All right, it's 5 after 11. Took me a while to get back because I cleared the trail as much as I could. There are a couple of spots where there's so many ferns and plants and bushes, you can't find it. So I've just bent them all out of the way, and now the trail is really visible. So that's good. Okay, here we go. Well, it took me 7 minutes with the canoe. That is not a 200-meter portage. However, I don't know if this was the right portage, the one that's 200 meters or 185 technically. It's supposed to be way down there, so I don't know if that was an old Muskego or what, but it served its purpose. The canoe's almost vertical here. It's not the best place to load, but I'm just gonna get the yoke off here and then I'll drop it down into the water. There's a spot here where I could step, or a spot here where I could step and throw the bags in. So I'm so happy to be here on Isbister. There was a few times today again where I thought I was going to have to go back and not be able to complete this loop. Hopefully there are no more, because the further that I get in, the harder it's going to be to go backwards. So I'm hoping the rest of the route is good and I can make my way through. All right, it is 11:30 and I am on Isbister, heading down where there are 2 portages that will take me into Ferguson, which is where I'm hoping to camp today. And I know it's only 11:30, but I would be so happy to get there. So I just passed a second portage access marked with axe blazes, no sign or trail markers or anything. It looked like a little bit maybe of a nicer trail than what I did. Regardless, I got through. I still haven't even passed the spot where I was supposed to come out on the 185 that's on the Jeff's map, so not sure if I will or not, but if I do, I'll let you know. This is what I like to do. I am not complaining that these portages are not marked. I like to find them. I like the adventure, and I'm just glad that I keep being successful in finding them, because I really don't want to go back from where I came. Well, I'm slowly making my way through Isbister. Just got to go around that corner, and then the portage is just maybe a half a kilometer or so. Well, it's about 10 to 12, and just at the end of the lake here, looking for the portage. It's a 70 meter into a no-name lake, and then from there there's a 165 into Ferguson. Looks like I got some axe blazes here on the tree in this little opening right in front of me, and this is actually exactly where the portage is supposed to be. So that's a first, and I think there's some trail tape lying on the ground by the looks of it. Well, not even the slightest issue on this one. I almost brought the food bag and the paddle and the yoke, but at the beginning I was a little bit confused as to which direction to go, and I thought, you know what, it's not a big deal to carry the food bag with the canoe, just take them together. So here we are, no-name lake, one portage to go. I guess 1.5. I haven't done the canoe yet, to get to Ferguson. Oh man, I'm so happy. That was a rough morning, or it's been a rough morning. I guess I shouldn't say past tense until I get to where I'm actually going. No animals, no moose, nothing. Kind of disappointed, but hopefully I'll still see something. It's 12:02. I'm just going back to get the canoe. It should only take me a couple minutes to bring it over. That's about it. Anyway, I'm back at the canoe already. Just gonna grab my bag and my canoe and head back over. All right, it's 12:15. I've got the canoe over here with the pack. You're probably like 12:15. I was 12:02 when I went to get the canoe. I was back here at 12:05. I just set up the camera over there and just took a bunch of photos. It was a really nice spot, so I thought, why not? We just have to paddle a little bit over there into that corner, I believe, and that's where the next portage is. It's a 200 meter, or on Jeff's map, a 165 into Ferguson, and that is where I'm hoping to camp. So pretty happy. Well, I'm just paddling through this little no-name lake towards where I believe the portage is. Today is one of those you never know days. Well, since I've been having such a hard time finding the portages in this area, I thought I would just start at the corner of the lake and paddle my way up. I did look kind of on the way through, but not super close. Hopefully I'll find it that way. Well, I was hoping I was wrong because of the access, but I clearly see 2 axe blazes on the trees here, one on either side of what I think is the portage. So I'm gonna go up and look. Well, it looks like, once again, nowhere near where the portage is on the map. I have located the portage, I'm pretty sure. Look here, there's an axe blaze on the tree, and there's the trail. There's another one on this tree I noticed. This looks like the newer ones that I saw on the other trails earlier today as well. So I'm gonna grab my bag and off I go. Hopefully it's a great portage. I know it's gonna go up and down, I think, by the looks of what I've seen along the shoreline. And then I'll be in Ferguson. So hopefully I find my way and it's not too bad, and I'm almost at camp. Alright, it is 12:36, and I am on my way with the pack. Hopefully this one is kind to me, as it's the last one of the day. Typically I find the last one of the day is the worst one. As long as I can see a trail, I can find the trail, I'm pretty good to go. Up we go. Well, the first half of the portage is straight uphill. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a really nice looking butt after this trip. There's a lot of uphill. Lots of axe blazes on the trees here. Some of the newer ones. And you pretty much make out where the trail is. Haven't had any issues so far. There's the newer blazes, as you can see. So let's put through here. And yeah, very overgrown and all that stuff, but no obstructions or anything. So that's good. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. I'm pretty happy. It's been a pretty tough morning. Ooh, that tree just tried to take me down. Sometimes they get tangled in your feet and you're just ready to trip. Okay, almost there. Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ferguson Lake. All right, everybody. It is 10 after 1, and I got the canoe over here. I had a hard time finding my way back, so I marked the trail, and I had no problems coming with the canoe. I think on the way back, maybe there's some kind of a detour, a down tree, and it just kind of puts you on the wrong path. Once again, it looks like the map is wrong. This is where the campsite is supposed to be. Big steep hill. Nope. I'm gonna go look for something else. I'm thinking that the campsite on the lake might be up ahead. Looks like it could be a campsite. I don't know. It might just be a clear rock that doesn't have any trees growing around it. I don't know. But I'm heading towards there to check it out. It's just down on the same side of the map, just down a ways. And everything has been off just slightly on this route. Like the portages have all been down about the same amount of distance as this campsite is from the other ones. So I don't know. Maybe everything's just off by a few points. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna see if that's somewhere I can camp. It looks like there's a fire pit at the front of it. I think this is the campsite. It looks like a decent spot. It's nothing amazing, but some flat rock to sit on here. Not sure if I can go swimming or if I even am going to now. I took my long sleeve off when I left that last portage, and I've been chilly the whole time paddling, and the sun is gone, so we'll see. I'll go take a peek and probably stay here for the night. Alright, it is 1:30 and I am on the campsite on Ferguson Lake, and nice little fire pit here. Really nice. There's a ton of wood here. We'll add to that, of course, but it's always nice to see. The sun, I believe, is directly overhead, and it's heading this way. So I think I might get a really nice sunset here, and I may possibly get sunrise as well. There's a little path that goes in here. I'm hoping to a nice tent spot. I think this is supposed to be the tent spot, which is not that great at all. Better just to set my tent up out on the rocks there. I think I might have to put my tent right here, like right at the front of the campsite. There's some nice moss here, and it's really soft. And I just laid down here, and it was pretty comfortable. It is super exposed as far as like the bad weather and the rain, but doesn't matter. I'm going to be tripping all day in the rain tomorrow probably anyways, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my wrap out and my chair, and I'm just gonna sit here and eat for a minute. Well, it's 1:45. Just sat down, got my chair in a very nice flat spot here just above the fire pit, and I looked down at my pants and there was a dark red spot here in the corner of my pants, and I thought I cut myself and I was bleeding. I wasn't sure what the situation was. Well, I threw a bunch of cranberry pills in my pocket when I left for my trip. You know, women's health and stuff. And I guess when I went in the water this morning, I got wet and it opened, and it was like a gel kind of a pill, I guess. And there was cranberry all inside my pants. So I just went down to the water and I washed them out and stuff. So I think they'll be okay. All right, it's 2 o'clock. I'm sitting here feeling really guilty. I forced myself to sit here and eat my wrap. It's all gone. I did manage to at least put my socks and my shoes on and get my wet socks off, so I'll hang them up somewhere. And it's just hard to sit here and do nothing when it looks like it's going to start raining soon. I checked the hourly forecast that I have from before I left, and it says it's supposed to start raining around 10 or 11 tonight, but it's supposed to be like 5 to 10 or 10 to 15 millimeters. It's a lot of rain. But who knows? That could be, you know, 3 o'clock today or 4 o'clock or in an hour. I don't know. And I guess I had every right to feel guilty because I just pulled out the tent and started setting stuff up, and it's starting to rain. It's just light, and I barely feel it actually. I do have some good cover here. I pulled the tarp out and just covered up my stuff, and I'm just going to get the tent set up and throw everything in there, and then I can set up the tarp. I found a spot in the forest that's nice, so should be okay as long as it doesn't downpour on me. It should be all right. All right, it's just a light rain coming down. I got the tent set up where I said I was going to put it. It might look wonky, and it definitely does look wonky, even in here. All of my stuff is like avalanching to the front, but this, the Thermarest, I checked it, I laid on it. It is perfectly flat and super comfortable. So I'm good with it. I'm just gonna shut this up now because it is raining a little bit more. Just gonna go set up the tarp now. If I can ever get the zipper out of here. There we go. All right. So I just got my chair sitting there. I just threw it under the tree. It's really sheltered here. I actually can't even feel it raining. And the tent is actually just kind of under part of it and then outside some of it. So like when I get out, if it's pouring rain, I should be somewhat sheltered, which is always nice. I'm gonna go flip the canoe, and then I'm gonna go put the tarp in the forest so I can sit down and relax without getting wet. All right, it's just a few minutes after 3, and I've got my tarp set up here. I just put it back in the forest a little bit so that I have a bit more shelter from the weather. You know, that rock out there, you're just right out there in the middle of it. So I don't know what it's going to do or if it's going to do anything, but if it's windy and gross, then it'll definitely help to be in the comfort of nature, surrounded by these trees, and I can still sit and look and have a good view. I put the chair here first. I moved it all around and tried a bunch of spots, and that was the most comfortable. Then I set up the tarp around the chair because it's pretty, you know, you can see it's not very level here. And I set up the chair here so that this area, which is the trail, I can just put my placemat down here and I can cook here. I was just going on 3:30 and I'm feeling kind of peckish. I had a couple of cashews and chocolate. I was putting the stuff from my bag that I took out for lunch today back in the bear vault, and I was like, I'm gonna have some cheese and crackers. So I just had some, well, it's Melba toast. I had 2 pieces left over from yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. So just sitting here snacking on my crackers, reading my book. It's very, very, very peaceful. Oh, it's 3:45 and it's just raining lightly out, and I was like, I gotta go fishing. Today is one of my shorter days, and I said on my shorter days to myself that I would try to go fishing. It's raining, it's not sunny out, it's not like super nice or anything, so it doesn't really matter that it's the afternoon. I think I might still have a chance of catching something if I could. I'm not a very good fishing person, but it's not my favorite thing to do, so it's okay. But if I caught one, I could have it for dinner. So I'm gonna go try my luck. All right, a couple of years ago, I caught a trout. And it's probably too late in the season. I don't know if the water's deep enough or it's cold enough, but this is the lure I used, and I'm gonna give it a try. You know, if I don't catch anything, that's fine, but I got nothing but time right now, and I want to just sit here and chill and fish. So I'm going to try a bunch of different lures that I have, the different ways of fishing, and just see if I come up with anything. Well, I'm back under my tarp. I was out on the lake for about an hour, almost. I got a couple of bites and nibbles here and there, using my MEP spinner that I have from my friend Sean Rowley. I've caught a couple of bass on that, and some pike, but that's about it. Like, I've caught quite a few of them with that lure. The white one didn't do anything. I don't know if there's any trout here. I don't even know if I'm allowed to catch it here, so I didn't check that, so I thought I probably shouldn't, but I did cast a few anyways, and came up with nothing. It rained pretty hard when I first got out there, and then I didn't want to take my phone out. My raincoat was wet and stuff, but then it kind of slowed down a little bit and it wasn't too bad. But I thought, you know what, I might be out in the rain tripping for the next 2 or 3 days, so I thought I should probably just go in now and make my dinner. So I'm going to do that very soon. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.